Alright, so I finally got a win in Battlefield 6 REDSEC solo. So it was pretty hard, and I learned from my mistakes, because in the beginning I failed a lot. But after playing a couple of rounds I learned a bit. So this is not the game that I win, but the next one you will see. So what I learned the hard way is that many people play careful, they camp a lot, and they crouch and they play the zone. And here I crouch. Okay, it pushed up. Yeah, and I also learned that people play the zone a lot. So basically they follow the fire. If you push away from the fire, you will always basically almost have someone behind you. So you need to be careful for campers, you need to be careful for people behind you. When it comes to classes though, if you play... Yeah, it's also good to shoot back. And if you play in teams, in quads or duels, actually perhaps still the strongest class is the recon, because you have the drone. But solo, I'm not so sure if it's recon is the strongest. So basically what I've been doing is to play a support class. And this means, because the LMGs are very strong, and you have always smoke with you as support, and you have ammo as well. So when I play solo, I play support. When I play quads, I play recon or support. So basically engineer in solo REDSEC is useless, because here I'm capping myself, sorry for that. Yeah, engineer is useless as in solo, because there are basically no vehicles, useful vehicles at least. And of course you can play what's it called? Assault. If you play Assault, there you see how good the LMG can be. If you play Assault, you have the noob tube or the rocket launcher with you, and you have the ladder. So Assault can be good, especially in the end game. To use the rocket launcher in the end game is pretty powerful. But I still think maybe that support is stronger. And recon, as I said, is maybe better in quads and duels, I would say. So now we are getting closer to a little bit closer to the end game here. So now I start to follow basically the fire or the zone. Because if I push up, there's a big risk that there's someone behind me. Because in the beginning I pushed up a little bit more, and then there was almost always a guy behind me. I will go through this loadout that you see now in the end. This is has become my favorite REDSEC solo loadout, with one LMG as primary and submachine gun as a secondary. So this is the RPK, the new RPK 74 or what it's called. And then the SCW I use as a secondary. The good thing with this support, this LMG, is that it has very low recoil, and you can use it to counter snipers and so on. I didn't see the guy up there. He was sneaking around. As you see, the guy up there in the north, I didn't really see him, and typically people play very close to the edge or close to the fire. So here he shoots at me, and then luckily I have a artillery strike. So now I push up, and this RPK 74 with the blue laser on, you actually have good hipfire as well. So if you use only one gun, this is my favorite choice, because it's good on range, and it's also good for hip fire. So now I actually have a pretty good position here. Got 9 kill there. But actually here I tossed the game because sometimes in the end game it's hard to hear where people are. So even though I have a very good position here, I actually toss it because I don't really hear where the last guy is, if he's above me or below me, or so you will see here. Debriefing here, what I should have done here is to take the rocket launcher and hit the guy that I see down here. Maybe he would have been a one hit with the rocket launcher. But in the end game it's a little bit tense and so on, so I start to use my LMG here instead. Very good position here though. Yeah. He got covered directly there. If I had used my rocket launcher, maybe I would have killed him there. So this is the guy that gets me in the end. Here I start to hesitate. What should I do? Bring out my rocket launcher, which I should have done from the beginning. It turns out that he will outplay me. Yeah, so basically here I hesitate too much. I don't know, should I push, should I not? Actually I have a good position with the zone here. But yeah, so finally I push and then he basically outplays me. So GG to this guy. No, I don't hear if he's above me or below. He was below. GG, GG. So 9 kills is okay, I think, in solo. And now this is the second game which I will win in the end. So basically here I dropped in golf course again and I got obliterated, so this is my second chance. And in this game you will also see that luck is also quite a big factor, because I was very lucky with the zone and my position here as well, as I was in the last game, but I didn't take advantage of it that well in the last game. So here I have just the random picked up guns. So this loadout I will show my build for this gun after this clip here. Yeah, so the secondary, which you use when you are closer to people, close quarter combat, basically, oh you lucky bastard, basically you don't want to use a laser that is visible for your secondary. For the long range guns it doesn't matter, because when you fight close range, indoors and so on, you don't want to have a green or a blue laser that can give away your position to the others. So here I was lucky. I also found a M250, which is a good one, a golden M250. And as I said, I mean, the long range guns doesn't really matter if you have a laser on. That is visible. So now I start to think that again I basically have a pretty good position here because I'm having the high ground. I found two good guns, even though they are not my own loadouts. And I have an artist strike as well. So I was wondering if I saw a guy to the left there. By the rock. Wasn't sure. Yeah, there. I actually saw him there, but I wasn't really sure if it was a guy or not. But it was. There's a sniper in the distance there as well. So I put some art on him. Creepy crawler. So 7 kills so far, and now I realize that I really have quite a good position here. See if I can take advantage of that. And now I'm even more lucky because I find in the absolute end game I found a UAV. So this is more or less what gives me the game now, because now I see that there's 2 guys left and they're below me. So that was very lucky. So last guy. Finally got a REDSEC solo victory. Nice. So check out the loadout that I use for REDSEC. So if I play quads, I often play recon, and if I play recon, I play the PSR, which is the best or hardest hitting sniper on long range, and then I use this SCW or the CZ as a secondary, because they have decent hip fire and very fast time to kill. And if I play support, I play this RPK 74 as my primary. Sometimes I use the secondary, the DRS, because it doesn't have good hip fire, but it's pretty good on medium to short range if you ADS. So the RPK 74 is a very good gun for both REDSEC Solo and others. So I use the suppressor, heavy extended, which gives you more than 1000 meter per second bullet speed. So that's very fast. And then I use the angle grip to have a fast ADS time, 45 fast mag. 3 times scope is pretty good on this one actually, because this has low recoil. Yeah, so very low recoil. You can take care of 3 people easily. And the blue laser gives you actually good hip fire if you need to, even though you don't use this gun primarily for that. But the blue laser, the 120 milliwatt laser, gives you very good hip fire as well. So you have a good range in this gun and a good close quarter. Secondary, I use the SCW. SCW, I don't use a suppressor because you're up in people's faces anyway. Light barrel, stubby grip to have the fast ADS time, 20 round mag, and mag catch to have a fast reload, because you do need to reload a lot. So, very good hipfire, you can take down one, and then a little bit ADS, you can take one more. A little bit on range as well, you can down people. But you have to reload a lot. On range you need to tap fire, of course. So, very fast killing game, fast killing gun. Yeah, but the RPK-74 on range is very good. Even hipfire as well if you need to. But the laser will give you away if you have that on. So, that's my REDSEC solo loadout for support. Yeah, I do think that support is the best class for solo REDSEC. Good luck out there, take it easy, and be a little bit pushy, not campy.